let's jump into interval training. Pushing yourself hard, then catching your breath and doing it again. And we're going to break down why it works so well. And it's not just for like marathon runners. Anyone can adapt it for their own fitness goals.
Yeah. What's cool is it can actually help how your body deals with that burn you feel during a workout, like lactic acid buildup. It can even help with stuff like COPD.
Wow, I didn't know it had that many benefits.
Yeah.
So how does interval training actually work, like scientifically?
So you have two energy systems, aerobic, which uses oxygen, and anaerobic, which is for quick bursts of power without oxygen. Interval training kind of uses both.
Okay.
The high intensity parts tap into your anaerobic system. That's where the lactic acid comes in. Then the recovery lets your aerobic system clear it out.
So you're training your body to recover faster.
Right. It's like teaching your muscles to handle lactic acid better. So you can push harder for longer before getting tired, and that helps with way more than just getting fitter.
Okay, tell me more. What other benefits are there?
Well, better heart health, endurance, speed.
Wait, speed? I thought that was only for serious athletes.
No, not at all. It's about your body adapting. So even if you're not training for a sprint, you'll probably find yourself moving faster with more energy every day.
Okay, this is sounding better and better. So good for your heart, builds endurance, makes you faster. Anything else?
Well, it can also save you time. You can get a great workout in way less time than, say, a long jog.
Perfect for busy people. Okay, I'm sold on the benefits. But what about safety? This sounds pretty intense.
Yeah, safety is super important. You absolutely need to talk to your doctor before doing intense intervals, especially if you have any health conditions. And like any workout, start slowly and build up over time. Like learning to walk before you run.
So don't go all out right away.
Right. Warming up is also crucial. Get those muscles ready and choose a safe, flat surface. You don't want to risk an injury.
Got it, safety first. Okay, I'm ready to hear about the different types of interval training workouts. Tell me everything.
You've got aerobic interval training, which is AIT, and high intensity interval training, which is HIIT. Basically, the intensity is the big difference.
Okay, break it down. What's the difference?
Think of AIT as pushing yourself but not going crazy. You alternate between moderate to high intensity and recovery, keeping your heart rate below 85% of your max during those work intervals, then bring it down to recover. It's great if you're new to interval training.
Okay, so AIT is kind of like testing the waters. What about HIIT?
HIT is where it gets really interesting. You're working at 100% of your max heart rate. So the effort is intense, but it's short, often with recovery periods twice as long.
Sounds intense.
It is, but it works really well. Because of the high intensity, you need to make sure you're resting enough, at least 24 to 48 hours between sessions.
Okay, paint me a picture. What would a HIIT workout look like?
Let's say you're doing sprints. Start with a 5-minute warm-up at an easy pace, then sprint all out for 30 seconds, followed by a minute of recovery at a moderate pace. You repeat those a few times, then cool down for 5 minutes.
Okay, I see how you could adapt that to different fitness levels. You wouldn't have a beginner sprinting right away.
Right. One of the best things about interval training is that it can be adjusted for each person. You can change the length of the work intervals, the recovery periods, the intensity, and even how many times you repeat everything.
So you can create a workout that really works for you. That's awesome.
Yeah, you can adjust as you go along. Find what works best. It's like having a recipe you can tweak.
I like that. So if I'm new to this, I should probably do shorter intervals, fewer repetitions, and longer rest times.
That's a good place to start. As you get stronger, you can slowly increase the intensity length and how often you work out.
This is making so much sense. It sounds like interval training could be good for everyone, no matter how fit they are. But I'm curious. You mentioned customizing earlier. Is there a way to adjust these workouts for specific goals, like running a 5K?
Definitely. If you're training for a 5K, you could include running intervals. Think short, fast intervals to start, then increase the distance as you get stronger.
So instead of just jogging for miles, I'd be training my body to handle those bursts of speed you need during the race.
Exactly. And don't forget to include some longer runs at a steady pace to build your overall endurance.
This is giving me so many ideas. It sounds like there are so many ways to adjust interval training. It's not just about running or the gym. You could do intervals while swimming, cycling, even dancing.
You got it. It's all about those periods of high intensity followed by recovery, no matter what you're doing.
This has been amazing. It sounds like interval training can be a really fun and interesting way to work out. But with all these options, how do you choose the right one for you? Where do you even start?
That's where your goals come in. What are you aiming for? Better heart health, more strength, burning calories, or all of the above?
Okay, let's say I'm really focused on my heart health, building endurance and, getting my heart rate up.
Awesome. Both AIT and HIT can help with that. Let's start with AIT. It's a bit easier on your body, especially if you're just getting started.
Okay, take me through like a sample AIT workout.
Okay, imagine you're on the treadmill. You've warmed up for 5 minutes with a brisk walk. Now speed it up to a pace that's challenging, but you can hold it for 3 minutes. That's your work interval.
Okay, breathing hard but still alive.
Exactly. Now slow back down to a comfy walking pace for 2 minutes. That's recovery. Repeat that 3-minute work, 2-minute recovery cycle maybe like 4 or 5 times.
Push, recover, repeat. I'm getting it.
You got it. Finish with a 5-minute cool down at an easy pace. Easy, right?
Yeah, totally doable. Okay, but what if I'm ready for HIIT? That's where things get more intense, right?
Yeah, they do. But that's where you see the real results. For a beginner HIIT workout, let's try those bodyweight exercises we talked about. Start with a 5-minute warm-up, jumping jacks, high knees, anything to get moving.
All right, warmed up and ready.
Great. Now we're doing 30 seconds of push-ups. All out as many as you can with good form, then rest for a whole minute.
A whole minute of rest. That's going to feel amazing after those push-ups.
Yeah. That rest is super important with HIIT. It lets your body recover so you can go all out again. Okay, after that minute, we switch to squats. Same thing, 30 seconds all out, then a minute of rest.
So we're switching exercises during the high-intensity blocks. That's cool.
It keeps things interesting and works different muscles. Let's do one more round of each. Push-ups, then squats, always with a minute of rest. Then finish with a 5-minute cool down, stretching or walking to bring your heart rate down.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
As you get fitter, you can start changing those workout variables, right?
Yeah. Maybe your work intervals get longer, your recovery shorter, or you try harder exercises. Just listen to your body and take it slow. No need to rush.
This whole deep dive has been so interesting. I used to think interval training was only for like serious athletes. Now I see how much you can change it. You can do intervals on the elliptical while swimming, even walking the dog.
Right. It's so versatile. Find what you enjoy and make it work for you. The important thing is to be consistent. Start with a plan that you can do and then make it harder over time. And most importantly, have fun. Interval training can be a really great way to work out.
This has been so helpful and motivating. I'm feeling ready to try interval training. So to everyone listening, get ready to sweat, have fun, and change up your workouts with interval training.